Mohammedia English School, Standard 5th, Subject English. Students, you can see different fruits. We all love to eat fruits, but we all have our own favorite fruit. Isn't that true? And today we are going to learn about a special and delicious fruit called strawberries from your English textbook, chapter number 4, Strawberries. Before we start the poem, let us know something more about strawberries. Strawberries are red, heart-shaped fruits. They are rich in vitamin C, iron, and other minerals. They are also used as a filling for pastries, pies, and cakes. Doesn't it sound yummy to you? I'm sure it does. With this information, let us understand when and where do we get strawberries in Maharashtra. In India, up to 85% of the strawberries are cultivated in Mahabaleshwar. Seasons being from October to November and April and May. Some of which are imported from California in the month of June are planted in nurseries in places like Y. Here you can understand by looking at the map. We can see the state of Maharashtra and the district of Satara where strawberries are found in large numbers. So students, by now you all must be very eager to learn about this poem. So let's begin. Here we have the poem in front of us. Let us read. Strawberries that in gardens grow are plump and juicy fine, but sweeter far as wise men know, spring from the woodland vine. No need for bowl or silver spoon, sugar or spice or cream. Has the wild berry plucked in June beside the trickling stream. It is a very short and sweet poem. Let us understand the first stanza, but before that, students, I want you to understand the meanings of few words. Plump. Plump means big or fat. Vine. Vine is a creeping plant that grows up over things, or it takes the support of other things while growing. The next word is spice. Spice is a substance made from a plant used to give a special flavor to food. And the next word is trickling. Trickling means a liquid that is. Now, in this poem, in the first stanza, the poet is making comparison between the strawberries that grow in gardens and the strawberries that grow in the woods near the stream. Now, according to the poet, the strawberries that grow in garden are characterized by two things. Here in the picture, students, you can see in the first picture the strawberries that are growing in the garden. And in the second picture, you can see the strawberries that are growing on vines. Strawberries that they take the support of something and grow. Now, according to the poet, strawberries that grow in garden are characterized by two things. Firstly, they are plump. Again, the meaning of plump is they are fleshy, big and fat. The strawberries that grow in gardens are plump. They are big and fat. And secondly, the garden strawberries are juicy, meaning they are full of juice. Students, isn't your mouth watering? I'm sure it does. But in the third line, the poet tells us, according to the wise men. And who are these wise men, students? They are the clever people, intelligent people, knowledgeable people. So, according to their knowledge, the strawberries that grow in the woodland vine are sweeter than the strawberries that grow in the garden. You can also see the vines at the side border. They grow by taking support of other plants. And we have also seen the vines strawberry vines in the previous slide. So now we shall study the rhyming words from the first stanza. Grow, no. Second, fine, wine. Let us now move to the second stanza of the poem. No need for bowl or silver spoon, sugar or spice or cream. Has the wild berry plucked in June beside the trickling stream? Here in the second stanza, the poet is informing us the different ways of having strawberries. First one is to eat it. First one is to eat from a bowl with spoon by adding sugar or spice, meaning flavor, or we can also add cream to make the strawberries more sweet, to make it more delicious. And the second way of eating strawberry is to directly eat it after plucking from the vine. However, here the poet also informs us that the strawberries that grow beside the trickling stream, beside means next to, trickling means flowing, and stream means a small river. You can see a stream in the picture, students. So strawberries that grow in the month of June next to the flowing river are so sweet, delicious, and they are ripened that there is no need to add any flavors like sugar or spice or cream. We can experience the sweetness of this strawberry by directly from the tree putting it in our mouth and relishing its taste. Now we shall see the rhyming words from the second stanza. First one is spoon, June. Second, cream, stream. Students, we have come to the end of the poem and you all must have enjoyed learning this poem. And now I have a question for you all. Do you all agree with the poet's way of eating the strawberries? Or you can tell me how you would like to have your strawberries. Do tell me in the next class. Till that time, thank you.